Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Chef Mike. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm making something that I don't make very often. Used to I did, but I haven't made it in a long time, and it's one that's really good. I kind of made this recipe by putting together parts of other recipes and some of the things that I added myself to make it to where it is today. And I call it Chef Mike's Fiesta Beef Pie. You can use ground beef, or you can use ground turkey. Let me show this so y'all can get a snapshot of the recipe. I'll get it as close as I can. The fan's kind of blowing it around a little bit. I hope it'll work for you. It's about as close as I can get it. Okay. Hope you got that. I could also show it down this way. Maybe it wouldn't be moving so much. Let's see if I can get it in like this. I don't really like it that way as much. Okay, well, hopefully that'll work for you the way I had it. Okay, let's go over the recipe and the ingredients. Yeah, you can use, I'm using ground chuck. You can use ground turkey, ground chicken. I've used probably all of them. I know I've used ground turkey with it lots of times, and it was really good with it. So you need, and when I made the first, I know I had the link in there to the video I made of it, which was like 3 or 4 years ago. I didn't realize it had been that long, and I went and I thought, well, you know what? I'll watch this, because it was around the time when I had either had some surgery. I believe I was recovering from some surgery, or was about to have surgery and was really bad off, because I can't remember everything about it, but I mean, I remember I didn't feel good. I can tell, in the video, I didn't feel that good, and I didn't do a good job on it. I was kind of just learning how to do cooking videos, and didn't really do a very good job on it, in my opinion. I didn't show the recipe. I didn't. I went over all the ingredients, but I did it so fast. I don't see how anybody could write it down or anything. Just all in all, I didn't do as much, show as much detail about the recipe as I do now when I do one. So anyway, having that said, I thought, you know what? I think I'll just make a new one. So yeah, ground beef or ground turkey. If you use regular ground beef, the 73 whatever, it'd be too greasy. It would be really greasy. So ground chuck is what I recommend. You can use whatever you like. You can always get the grease out of it, but I think it would still be a little greasy, which I can't have. And when I made that video, I remember saying in it I used an onion soup mix, which you can do if you want to, but the reason I was doing that is because of I couldn't eat peppers or onions at the time. I remember, I was having a real bad time around then with inflammation and stuff, and just all kinds of trouble. And I know that's when I ended up having surgery. But now I can have them, thank God. So I'm using a Vidalia onion. We've got red onions, but we've been using them and everything else. And I got these because I had a 50 cents off a pound coupon. And Vidalias are real good. It'd be great for this. And green peppers, use just one regular green pepper. I got a couple out of the garden. They're kind of small, so I'm going to use 2. I've got another one if I need another one. But your normal size green pepper, I just didn't have any that were very big right now. But it's nice to go out there and just pick your stuff off that you need. 1 package of taco seasoning. This is the one from Aldi. Any taco seasoning would do. A can of diced tomatoes. I didn't think about it. I've got some frozen from last year still, and I keep forgetting when I make something to set them out and let them thaw. So I'm using these. Any diced tomatoes will work. I almost used a can of chili ready, but I didn't know if it would be a little too strong with the taco seasoning. But I'm using this True Goodness by Meyer. I must have got this at Grocery Outlet, because we don't have a Meyer. Organic diced tomatoes, fire roasted. So those will be good in it, but any kind's fine. that you like. Half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I have some cayenne, but I like Jeff's all-purpose seasoning and rub much better, and it has cayenne in it. They are currently having to find a new supplier for their mixture. The other one went out of business, from what I understand. So it may be a while before you can order any, but I still have some, and it's wonderful. So I'm using that for my cayenne pepper. A cup of ketchup. I've got this Hunt's 100% natural. Half a teaspoon garlic powder. That's kind of light. I'll probably put more like a, I don't know why, half a tablespoon. I'll probably put a little more than that. This is granulated garlic. You could also use some of the mince that's in a jar, you know, to equal about that amount. I don't know why I wrote half a tablespoon down, but I'll probably use more. And the same thing with Mrs. Dash. I'll probably use a tablespoon of each of garlic powder, Mrs. Dash. You need a cornbread mix, and I've got this one, Glory corn muffin mix. I usually would use Jiffy, but I haven't had any of those in a while. Any cornbread mix will do. We like this one called what is it? Country Pickin' or something like that. I think it's by Martha White. It's really good. But any cornbread mix, you know, would work. Shredded cheddar, after it's done, you take it out and put some shredded cheddar on it and put it back in and let it melt. And also sour cream for once you put it on the plates, or you know, serve it. You can put some sour cream on top if you like. I'm trying to just make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. Okay, and the cayenne pepper is optional. If you don't like anything hot, then you don't have to put it in there. Or if you like it more hot, you know. Okay, I'm just going to go over the ingredients. I mean, the directions, if I can say it right. Brown beef and sauté vegetables. Add all other ingredients, and I didn't mean to say it that way so I put except cornbread mix. So don't mix the cornbread mix in the filling, but add all the other ingredients except the cornbread mix and bring to a boil. Then you simmer it for 20 minutes, the mixture, and then you spoon some of it into the center of a casserole dish. I'll have a 9 by 9. If you want to make more, you could double this and do it in a 13 by 9. So what you do is I'll show it when I do it. You spoon some into the center of the casserole dish, and then after you get a little amount in there, you put a little ring of the cornbread mixture around it, and then you do it over and over. You know, put a little bit more in the middle, pour a little bit more until you're done with your filling, and then you have all the cornbread mix around it. Some of it might go on top of it, but usually it doesn't cover the whole thing. Okay, spoon in the center, kind of prepare. Okay, and you bake it at 350. You might want to preheat your oven. Bake it at 350 until the cornbread is done and brown. Then you add the cheese. You can put any cheese you like on it. I think cheddar goes real good with it. That's mild. Add cheese and put back in oven until melted, and then serve with sour cream on top. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these up, the onions and the green peppers, and then I'll have that and the meat in the pan, and I'll show you when it's cooking, and I'll put all the ingredients that I showed you in it as well. So I'll be right back. There it is with all the seasoning and stuff in it. Next I have to put the diced tomatoes in it and some ketchup. So I'll be right back and show you that. Alright, got the diced tomatoes in there and the ketchup. I'm going to mix this real well. Mix it up real well. And then turn it down some and let it simmer for 20 minutes. I'm not got it all the way mixed up yet, but that's what you do. So I'm going to simmer it in just a second after I get done mixing this up for 20 minutes, not 20 seconds, 20 minutes. Okay, be right back and we'll put it in the casserole dish. Okay, I've sprayed my pan and I put some foil in it just for easier cleanup. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start scooping in the filling, which is right over here. And then I'll be putting some cornbread mixture around it. So just put it right in the middle. Smells really good already. Okay, that's probably enough to start. Maybe a little bit more. Get closer, kind of closer to the edges. Okay, now we're going to take some of the cornbread mixture. Got a measuring cup to do this with a bit easier. Just go around the outsides. A little bit more right there. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to scoop in some more of the filling. Should be able to get the rest of it in, I think. Yeah. We're going to have some Spanish rice. I got some ready rice. It's Spanish rice. We're going to have that with it. You have anything you like with it. A salad might go good with it. Okay, I got all that in there now. So I'm going to use the rest of the cornbread mixture, or the cornbread batter. Pour it out, just keep going around. This is really, really good, you all. If you like Mexican food at all, you're really going to love this. I promise. We'll get all of it. Okay. Got a little bit more here. I need to see where I could set this. This on here. I'm gonna get all of it. See where it needs it more. Of course, that'll rise up some. You want to cook it, cornbread usually takes probably 25 minutes or so. You just want to keep an eye on it. Of course, like I said, it'll rise, and once it's good and brown and you can tell that it's done, I don't know, you may want to stick a toothpick in it or something. But, this is already cooked in here, but you're really wanting to make sure that the cornbread's cooked. And then I'll pull it out when it looks done and brown, and then I'll put the shredded cheddar on it and put it back in. I will show it to you I'll show it to you maybe both times. I might show it to you what it looks like before that, and then after it comes out of the oven with the cheese on it. We'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna pop this in the oven now, and like I said, it'll probably take 35 minutes. Ovens vary, so yours might, did I spill some of that? Yours might be different. Just keep an eye on it. So I'll put it in there, and we'll see what it looks like in a minute, everyone. Okay, here's what it's looking like. It's bubbling. All the cornbread is brown. So now I'm going to put on some mild shredded cheddar cheese. Like I said, if you like some other type of cheese, you're welcome to try any kind of cheese you like, or use any kind of cheese you like. I'm going to put way too much. I just want to put just enough. Make sure every part of it's got some. A little bit more. All right. Now I'll put this back in the oven and let the cheese melt and brown a little bit, and I will show you what it looks like when it's finished. See you in a minute. All right, everybody, here it is. I can't touch it. It's hot. It's all really hot. It's still bubbling, but that's what it looks like. And I can tell you, we've had this hundreds of times, and it's delicious. Just put you some on, and then put you some sour cream on it. And I'm fixing to fix the Spanish rice, which we'll have with it, and it's just going to be delicious. So I hope y'all enjoyed this Cooking with Chef Mike. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that dinner bell so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you'll try it out. Like I said, if you love Mexican food, you're really going to love this. It probably would be good on some chips or something, but with the cornbread, I never have, wanted to put anything else, underneath it, like chips or anything. So try it out, everybody, and let me know what you think. Bye, everybody, and God bless.